You're listening to Fun Only, 100.9 FM and AM 1450. Welcome to the fastest hour in radio. All About Cars, brought to you by ABC Motors Prescott, with your hosts David, Don't Call Me Dave Spence, and Big Mike Hill.
Okay, Mike, so we're down to the fourth segment here, and I heard our guests have a story. You know, while we were on break listening to commercials, they started telling us something really interesting. So we're going to ask them about it, aren't we?
They do, but I gotta agree with Gerald. Gerald looked over at me during the intro that we just came into, and he said, "Horrible takeoff." And I got that motor revs up really good, but evidently it's very low on torque. So I have to say, I agree with you.
Yeah, but I got to hear the story because the story sounded too good.
No, it was, what was it, Linda? Christmas 2 years ago?
2 years ago, 2 a.m. Christmas morning.
Wow.
And it was snowing in Texas.
It was snowing in Texas?
It was snowing in Texas.
Well, everything's bigger in Texas. How big were the flakes?
They weren't that big.
California has much bigger flakes.
Okay, size of rocks. No, everything's bigger in Texas. They're from Texas. They know.
Mosquitoes are big.
Don't get snow. We get ice cubes.
Yeah.
But
I know, you get large ice cubes. They usually put dents in things.
But he was in Canada.
We get real
cold up there.
Snow in Canada, though. Okay.
Well, they invented the cold up there.
Ice fishing?
Not necessarily. You got Alaska too. Don't forget them.
Yeah, I know. You can't forget them. I was from Alaska too.
Alaska, so
blame the Russians.
Are we doing the world tour of snow? Is that what's going on?
It's a snow business, don't you know that?
Meanwhile, in Norway, I mean, come on. So Christmas morning, 2 a.m., 2 years ago, what happened?
This is the second year, but yeah. I get a phone call. We were just enjoying Christmas morning breakfast at Linda's daughter's house, Elizabeth, and it was a good breakfast until I got a phone call. My friend called me up and said, "Dude, what happened to your shop?" I'm like, "What?" He goes, "The shop's burnt down." I'm like, "Excuse me?" He goes, "Yeah, the shop is burnt." And Linda and I just jumped in the truck and we went there, and he kind of over-exaggerated. All it was is there was 3 cars that got burnt to the ground.
Well, at least it wasn't
3 Mustangs.
Quite as bad as burnt down. 5,000 square feet burnt down would have been bad.
That would have hurt. But it turns out there was 3 Mustangs that got burnt, and from the looks of the video, because yes, we have the video of what happened, one individual, he was a bit disgruntled. He couldn't get his refund back. We hold the cars for 30 days. If you don't come and pay for it off or get your money back, it's gone. But I kept the car for a year. He came back, next thing you know, he says he wants his money back. I said, that ain't gonna happen.
Well, industry standard is pretty much 30 days, so I wouldn't say you're abnormal at all.
Right. I was still willing to let him have it for the rest of what he owed on it.
Yeah.
But anyways, about barely a week later, that's when he came back, because, he's on video. And next thing you know, he's breaking glass, excuse me, windshields, glass, pretty much anything he can damage outside. And then he had some like Coke bottles filled with flammable fluid. So he put the fluid in the one car he was going to buy, and the 1969 Mustang also that was being retromodded, and caught him on fire.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Sounds like a quality individual.
And believe it or not, for an hour and a half, nobody seen the fire. They just
really?
burnt themselves out.
Now you can see your place from the highway, though, can't you?
Somewhat, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
this was 2:02 Christmas morning, and
Yeah, maybe nobody's
And it
really
was
out.
snowing.
Now you said there's video, right?
there's video. We know who did it.
Well, you know what the person looks like.
We know, yes.
Okay.
Well, lightning struck right.
Right when the
It
guy
lit up him walking up
I
the
don't think he even
driveway.
realized he was on video.
So can somebody watch the video?
Oh, yeah.
Anybody can watch it.
Where is it?
It's on the Mustang Shop Facebook, and it's on the first post.
Okay, so somebody can go straight to your
They can
Facebook
go
page
straight
and
to
see
it. They
it.
can see the video.
So what if I go and look at it and I go, hey, that's John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. I know that guy.
He had a hood on, and it was
Well, but I mean, if I say I know that guy and I know his name,
Does he drive a Grand Marquise?
Well,
Whitish gray one?
maybe. But I mean, but if I know the guy, should I contact you guys? Contact the police?
Contact the authority,
Okay.
Forney Police Department, or
Fire marshal in Forney.
especially the fire marshal. He really wants him.
Is there any kind of reward?
10% discount on your next job at the Mustang shop.
Oh, that's a big reward.
Free oil and filter change.
Yeah, but in other words, the authorities really would like if somebody knew.
It's their first arson they had like that. That they've
Okay.
had somebody literally catch cars on fire like that.
Well,
You
the
know?
big deal is you can take somebody who has no respect for Mustangs right off the street.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that's a big deal, but
It is.
It sounds like the worm needs to be caught.
It is. I got a
He will
couple questions
someday.
for you because I want to have some good fun here and not just.
Not just
No,
downer
I
stuff.
just-
Let's
no.
have a positive thing.
Depression.
Okay. So, Mustangs have been around for a long, long time now.
64 and a half, yeah. Actually, longer than that, since 1960.
Now,
But
see,
they were all
protos, right?
Protos, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, here's my question for you. What is your least favorite Mustang?
honestly 64 through 66. There's so many of them. I mean, they're like a dime a dozen.
I got you.
And they're also probably the cheapest Mustang when it comes to a classic to buy, unless it's been really retro modded.
I got you. Now, what about now? Now, how do you feel about the fact that they reused the name Mustang on those Pintos and called them Mustang 2, as if they were twice as good as the original Mustang?
Interesting vehicle there. They're still out there. Some people still like them. Very hard to get parts for, except for regular, ordinary replacement parts, but body parts, things like that. Ooh.
Yeah.
You don't see too many of them.
Okay. Now, here's my third question for you. I, as everybody in the world knows, I have infinite amounts of money and resources. I can give
He's
you
very
anything-
rich.
I can give you anything you want. I'm going to give you the Mustang of your dreams. What is it?
1969 GT 500 Shelby.
Oh, I can see why he would say that.
Yeah.
No,
That's easy.
Now, are you
I
going to
think
cut
that
it
was,
up?
I think, oh, God, no. I'll put that thing inside of a bubble wrap and fill it up with nitrogen just to keep it from anything getting to it.
How about you, Linda? What would you take if I could give you any Mustang?
I think I would take a 1967
Nice.
because when I
Fastback
first
or
met
coupe?
Gerald, I bought a 1967,
Oh,
and I had no idea it didn't have brakes.
Oh, that was
Ooh, that would be
should've-
interesting.
You should have seen that test drive.
It's not stopping. It's not stopping.
I tell you, you don't need to be going this fast. This car has got old school brakes and there's no power steering.
no, I know you got a ton of passion for the Mustang.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite car?
The
Mustangs.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Now I don't disgrace against any other car. I love all the classics, but the Mustang is just my utmost.
you mean all the classics like the Prius, the smart car, the
Chevrolets,
Cube.
Capri.
I'm talking about classics, not boat anchors.
Oh, okay. Just making sure we were on the same page here.
Capri Mustang. You like?
I like the Capris. Well, basically they're the same thing as a Mustang.
And he's
Right.
built
Fox
a
bodies.
Ford Lightning truck. He's built.
Oh, I love
So he likes trucks.
See, I kind of
my
like.
Lightning is 600 horsepower. It's fun to drive.
See, I kind of like the early '80s Ford Fairmonts because they're basically
Oh, yeah.
a Mustang Fox
That,
body
that
with a different body.
Torino's, that
Yeah.
Torino GTs, and love them all. I mean,
And he lets me race a 93 convertible Mustang in the eighth of mile.
Nice.
y'all
But
want to hear a story
the-
on that one?
I can do a perfect burnout.
Until she accidentally
It was
leaves
my
it in
very
first
first
gear,
time,
all the way up the track.
Oh, man.
but I still won the race.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
As long as she wins, what do you care?
I never thought I'd see anybody in an eighth of mile actually floor it. A stroker engine with a supercharger on it all the way up the track.
There you go.
And somehow
Tell him what I sounded like.
the car went by and it was like, "Bap, bap, 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 bap." I was like, oh my God, the car's going to die.
Now, for our technical listeners, not even our technical listeners, our listeners that are interested in some of this stuff, what would be, if you went out and bought a brand new Mustang today, from your experience, what would be the one thing that you say, Mike, first thing off the showroom floor, change this because they really just shorted it, or are they absolutely perfect?
Honestly, the new GTs are an awesome car. They really are. I mean, Ford finally got somewhere with them and decided, hey, let's make this car run like it should. So they dedicated an engine for it. That's the beauty of it. The 5.0, the Coyote motor is amazing. You can do so much with it. Of course, the Shelby's, it's a gorgeous car too. You know, and it's a shame that, you know, Carroll Shelby passed away, and that's the end of the Shelby's, to be honest.
Right.
But I mean, the Cobra Jet's going to come back, but not the Shelby itself that I know of.
So you wouldn't really do much to the new ones, though?
They're so easy to modify. I mean, there's probably about just a hair over 100 horsepower that's hidden in the computer alone. All you do is just take it, get it done. If you find somebody who knows how to tune it correctly, get it dyno tuned and get it tuned with it correctly, and there's 100 horsepower that's hidden.
Now I'm going to ask you frankly, are you the guy?
I don't do it. I have one person that I recommend in Texas, and they've never let me down, and this man knows his business.
Well, if somebody wants that information, they can go check out your Facebook page. And if they don't know how to get to your Facebook page, they certainly come to ours, which is facebook.com/allaboutcarsradio. And they can go straight from our link to yours at the Mustang shop. Gerald and Linda, does it feel like we've done this for an hour today?
Oh, no.
No, it doesn't.
I tell you,
Wow.
I can go on for hours.
I'm telling you, this is absolutely the fastest hour in radio. David, do you agree?
Oh, it always is. Every time. It seems like it goes faster each time, and this is the fastest one we've done yet.
That's because we brought an 800 horsepower Mustang to the show.
I
buddy.
know. We supercharged it, didn't we?
And we came 1,100 miles to see you guys. So.
1,100 miles just to see us, and we really appreciate it. It's been a fabulous show. Scott, we haven't even talked about racing. I hope everything's going good with you, buddy. And
Yep, we're racing tonight. Come on out. 6 o'clock, the gates open. 7 o'clock, racing starts.
remember to take
right.
them signs out there that say, "Go, Scotty, go," because they just cheer him on.
I'm going to leave mine at home.
There you go. Yeah, you're not allowed to take yours onto the dirt track. All right, well, again, this has been All About Cars, brought to you by ABC Motors Prescott here on 100.9 FM and 1450 AM. We'll see you again next week.
I'm a devil doing la la la. I know I ride more, man. I know I ride more.